Hi there, my name's PJ, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here to the first video in the series where I build a Lego Hubble Space Telescope and the Space Shuttle Discovery Lego set. Now this set here contains 2,354 pieces and is considered to be expert skill level. Now this set is the latest in a series that celebrates NASA, and believe it or not, the NASA and Lego partnership has been around since about 1990. But it wasn't until 2002 when we got the first collaboration set between LEGO and NASA. Now this was the Mars Curiosity rover. And since then we've seen a couple other sets. We've seen the Saturn V rocket, the Apollo 11 lunar lander, the International Space Station, and the Women of NASA set, which acknowledges the contributions that were made by prominent women throughout NASA's history, including the mother of the Hubble telescope, Nancy Roman. Now, there's also been a couple LEGO Space Shuttle sets over the years, but this Discovery Shuttle is by far the most detailed. It comes in at just shy of 2 feet long, so that makes it the largest as well. Now, this set was also released to celebrate a couple milestones. The Hubble telescope, which is, of course, included in this set, is arguably the most well-known satellite ever launched. Now, this was placed in a geosynchronous orbit by the Discovery Shuttle during the STS-31 mission, which launched on April 24, 1990. So when the set was released on April 1st, 2021, it was right at the tail end of the 30th anniversary of the STS-31 flight and the start of Hubble service. Now, the purpose of the Hubble was to be able to give scientists something ground-based satellites couldn't do. And this was a view of the universe that is unobstructed by atmospheric distortion, weather, light pollution, and despite Elon Musk's best efforts, it can even view beyond thousands of space-linked satellites and a red Tesla that's floating around up there. I'm kidding, Elon. Seriously, I love what you're doing, man. And with SpaceX, it's amazing. And I'm begging you to please send me a Tesla. That would be epic. Anyway. The Hubble telescope is responsible for tens of thousands of discoveries over the years, and it actually provides about 140 gigabytes worth of data each week. That comes from its nearly 8-foot mirror and the 4 main instruments on it. So one last thing before we take a closer look at the set. Now, April 12, 2021 is also the 40th anniversary of the STS-1 shuttle mission on Columbia. So this set is also in a way commemorating the 40th anniversary of that now retired shuttle program. Now let's take a closer look at some of the set features. Now the first thing you'll notice when you see the front of the box is that it just simply shows the Discovery and the Hubble telescope, and that's it. It's a much more simple design than some of the other NASA and LEGO collaboration sets, which have included more dynamic artwork. You know, for instance, the Saturn V rocket showed the rocket flying away for the Earth, the Moonlander showed the minifigures climbing down the ladder, and also it is worth mentioning that on this set, there are no minifigures. Now, on the back of the box, you can get a good look at just how versatile a set this is. So in terms of movement, you can retract the landing gear on the shuttle, you can extend the landing gear, you can pop off the cockpit for a detailed look at the displays, you can open up the payload doors, you can move the Canada arm on the shuttle, and what's really cool is you can even move the flaps and the rudder. But my favorite part of this set is the many ways that you can display it. So both the shuttle and the Hubble come with separate stands, so you can display them as two pieces, but you can also display them together. So you don't need to have the shuttle on a stand. You can have it sitting on the landing gear if you want. And even cooler than that, the cargo bay is large enough that you could put the Hubble inside of it with the payload bay doors open. You can even display it like you have in the picture right there, with the Hubble attached to the Canada arm, which is the same way, of course, that Discovery placed the Hubble into orbit. Now, without further wait, let's see what's in the box. So here you have it, folks. Here it's all the bags are out of the box here. We got 17 bags in total. You have all sorts of different sizes, different colors, mostly black and white though, reflecting the colors of the space program. Down here you have your traditional brick separator right there. Those turn into cat toys after I'm done with my Lego set. And of course, you have my personal favorite bag over here. The bag of miscellany. I love this bag. It sticks with me from the start to finish of the production. You can see a little bit closer. Of course, everybody knows these. These usually have like the bigger pieces, stuff that you'll need throughout the entire thing. It's got a couple of neat stickers. These are going to be the solar panels for the Hubble itself. And of course you have the labels for everything. And here we have what I'm guessing is going to be the inside plating for the Space Shuttle Discovery for the cargo bay. And of course, lest we not forget, the instruction book. Not quite the heaviest one I've ever seen. How many pages are in this guy? It's pretty thick, though. It's not your tiny, tiny little set. We're clocking in at 317 pages. 319 if you're going to be a purist and count the final couple pages where it's just sort of an index of the bricks. We are looking at a total of 503 steps. 504, 505, depending on how you interpret these sorts of things. So, 503 step project. So, it should be pretty fun. My goal is to do maybe 1 or 2 bags per video, depending on how big the bag is. For instance, these first 2 bags you see over here, this is the first bag, wouldn't be much of a video. So, we'll probably do the other 2. So, all that's left for me to do is grab my Kraken Rum and Coke. Kraken, that's a hint if you want to sponsor my videos. Kraken Rum and Coke, and let's get started. Okay, guys, so I decided on this video that I was going to work on bag number 1. And just because it's very small, it's very simple. It's basically, if you can see right here, the completed bag. It's only the stand for the Hubble telescope. So I want to add this into the video. The second bag is much larger, and that's going to be featured in a video later. So let's get to the build. So I wanted to show you guys a close-up of the label here. I already put the sticker on it because I'm like super detailed and I try to get it as center as possible. But here is the Hubble Space Telescope information plaque right here. So it talks about the Hubble telescope. It says launch April 24, 1990. Launch mass 24,490 pounds. Travels at 4.72 miles per second. And the deploy altitude is 350 miles, where it roughly still sits today. And there we have it right here, everybody. This is bag number 1 of the Lego Discovery Space Shuttle and Hubble build. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, of course, like, comment, and subscribe to my page. And there'll be another video coming soon. And if I could leave you with one piece of life advice, that would be the only acceptable time to wear Crocs is when you're cleaning up your Legos. Have a good night, everybody.